In over your head. Hey, friends, that's going to be our devotional thought for the day. It's so easy to get in over your head. There's something in us, and I see a lot of followers of Christ. They take one of two positions. One is they don't ever want anybody to help them, and they get themselves in over their heads. Or the other side is they're great at pointing out problems, but they don't want to help be part of the solution. And so they allow other people to get in over their heads. We're going to read Luke 5, 5 to 7. You should read 1 to 11, and then we're going to talk about this idea. Here we go. Luke 5, verse 5. Simon answered, Master, we've worked hard all night and haven't caught anything. But because you said so, I'll let down the nets. When they had done so, they caught such a large number of fish that their nets began to break. So they signaled their partners in the other boat to come out and help them. They came out and they filled both boats so full that they began to sink. See, there's a reason that Jesus, when you become a follower of his, he makes you part of the body of Christ. He wants us to learn to work together. It's so ironic to me that there's so many different denominations, so many different ways of looking at the scriptures, so many ways that we've divided. When Jesus' great prayer in John 13, 14, and 15, or 15, 16, and 17, towards the end of his gospel, it was about Jesus praying that we would learn to be one, that we would be unified. See, he created us. He made us human. He made us independent beings. But then he said he wanted his followers to be a part of a community, to be a part of a body. It's one of the reasons why we take communion. It's a reminder of that we're in this together. And so Jesus here, we've got our story. He asked Peter, "Hey, drop your nets." Peter knows it's a terrible idea because that's not when you fish. You fish at night, and he does it, and then all of a sudden he's stuck. Like he cannot do this by himself. Come on, guys, come give me a hand. See, I said at the beginning of this, there's some people that they would have refused. They would have said, nope, I'm just going to fight these nets. I'm going to fight until I get all of it back by myself. And the problem with that is it's not going to work. They're going to lose fish in the process. They're not going to have the same kind of turnaround. And you probably know some followers of Jesus that are like that. They're well-meaning. They don't want to burden anybody else. But the problem, or they just think they can do it better than everybody else. And they become a bottleneck to others being able to grow and to be able to serve in the same capacity that they do. See, and those people, they need to understand that they're a part of a body and that we love each other and we work with each other. And we're going to be more effective together. And for whatever reason, whether it's pride or selfishness or, they're worried about somebody taking their position or job, we've got to learn, no, we are part of a body. We need each other. But then there's the other side that I mentioned earlier, and that is sometimes you find followers of Jesus that are great at going, we need to do this, and we need to do this, and they need to do that, and they need to do that. Okay, show us. You get involved, help out. No, I'm not going to be a part of it. I can see the problem. They're a part of the body of Christ too. And they've got to learn that if they saw what's supposed to happen, they're supposed to be a part of the solution, especially if there's no one else to help. See, if that's you, and that can be me at times, if I'm being perfectly honest, I can see what somebody needs to do. Oh, I don't want to help them do it. We've got to learn to get involved as well. We've got to learn to serve. Otherwise, we're going to make them over their heads with all of the things that we can see that they need to do. See, the idea in following Jesus, when you start walking with him, you're going to find yourself over your head. That's what faith is about. But then he gives us the body of Christ so that we can learn to help each other, so that we can collectively not be over our heads, so that we can learn to work together and play well together. And whatever side you're on, we've got to learn to either get others involved or to get involved ourselves to keep them from getting over their head. See, together, we can accomplish a lot. That's what the story of Babel is about, way back in Genesis. I believe it's chapter 10. And we've got to learn that lesson today. Together, we can accomplish a lot. And we won't be over our heads unless we choose to go at it by ourselves. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.